if you've got a second gen S10 or Blazer, and I've had numerous over the years, this one I've actually had over 18 years now, your door pins is just every so often it's going to happen. I drive this truck quite a bit. Fortunately, I've became a little too familiar with changing the bushings and stuff, and I'm hoping this is the solution here. Spending the money on this. I'm tired. I mean, even if you get a lifetime warranty, it's still tedious to do it each time. I'm going to break down some of the tools, a little trick with this now that I've already done the other one. But there's more than one way to skin a cat. This is just a Harbor Freight moving mat. Take a tuck in here and wrap up here, and I'll show you what the ratchet strap looks like here in a second. Now, as far as more than one way to skin a cat, I'm going to show you my little setup here. I'm actually using a engine hoist in my shop here to pick up on it. Now, I've done this so many different ways, it's not even funny. If you've got a tree with a branch that hangs out and you can get enough ratchet straps, that might be your solution. If you've got a, let's see here, where's my motorcycle lift? I've got it pushed off to the side, but a motorcycle lift, some type of board, jack platform, you can do something like that. If you got a good couple of friends hanging out, that's maybe just as simple. Somebody's going to have to hold it up, so be ready to prop it and hold it while you're starting to work this in. But the way I do this, that goes through the door, so that kind of creates a center point right here. This I take and wrap around the edge. It's rubberized, so I'm not trying to scratch my paint up. This is an older truck, nothing's perfect, so not really that worried about it. But the idea here is once I pop the hinges, I can slide it back and forth, and if I need to, I have a slight leverage tilt to do this. Now, as long as it's somewhat suspended, I can throw a hand over here and kind of work it back in place as I go. Now, some of the tools that you're going to need if you do this, or really any door pin, one is something to compress the spring back in here. That's pretty much a must. Not that I have done it before having this, but trust me, just spend the money. By the time you try to crowbar and do crazy stuff, that spring has got a lot of freaking tension. It can potentially pop you pretty good. Now, a good light is always nice, but again, there's plenty of other videos just showing door pins, and I'm going to show you a couple tricks with this particular door pin. You're going to pop that, get you something in here, and this is where I like having different extensions and stuff right here, or a punch, and I'll get right in there, drive that thing down. And then the same thing, there's going to be a little clip on the bottom here, pop that off, and then drive it up, and then it's just pushing these bushings out. Now, once you push the bushings out, on mine, be prepared to have a drill. And again, I'm giving you kind of a list of stuff you might need, given your circumstances. But a drill, I had the smaller bushings on the one on the other side. Not a lot, but I just had to Dremel it just a touch to get the bushings in there. I don't know if it's bigger or the difference in brass versus steel, but yeah, that's what I had to do there. But yeah, hammer, drill bit, a few different types of pliers, this, along with, wrench and stuff. And I'm going to show you a couple little real important things that can save you a lot of headache. So I'm going to try to get in there so you can see it, but the first is that little pin right there. And this little pin right here. Now, normally I've got a few tricks to get these in, but you're working in a very confined space. I'm going to show you the kind of clever solution I came up with, and what you should probably look at. Now, if you see this pin is fairly rare and straight, so when you decide to put these pins in, make sure you orientate that hole to a spot that you can get a direct drive into it. This would have been a whole different process if it was faced this way, and I actually did that with the bottom. We ain't gonna worry about that, but hey, I learned. Now I'm sharing some little information. So that roller pin right there, trying to hold it with needle nose and some of the other tools you've seen over there, really wasn't fruitful. I lost the top pin, and my bottom one is pushed directly the way I'm telling you not to do it for this reason. So I put a carb pin in. Luckily, that's the natural one that's got tension, gravity working with it. Now, the tool that worked out perfect actually was a security bit. So you put that little, let's see here, sorry, this ain't anything. Alright, so these are the little security bit, but putting that little roller in there and then lining it up, a few little love taps in, that seated that perfectly. And if you're not sure what I'm talking about security bits, you can get these pretty cheap at a lot of places, or might include a few affiliate links to some of these parts if you're looking at it. So, but yeah, that little hole right there, pin sits perfectly in there. Then you drive it in. Out of everything I had in my shop, I kind of had to scratch my head, and this came to me. So, if you're doing this, or if you know something better, sound off in the comment for other people. But that is, and we'll get the second set installed. Hopefully, these are the solution. I don't know. I'll find out. Now, what seems to be the most likely mentioned solutions among the groups for bushing failures is get the GM bushings, and some Amazon bushings are better quality over the Dormans. You can quickly get it like AutoZone Advance. The two more expensive and seemingly permanent solutions are Endurapins with lifetime warranty and cunninghammachine. Neither have I seen bad reviews. The only affiliate links are for Amazon, but I'll include the links in the description for both of those companies for those looking. I'll update descriptions if I have a failure, but don't think that will be the case. Since installed, this seems to be the best either of my doors has shut in a long time. Hope this helps someone, and if so, please like, share, and subscribe.